Sap Iam online training, build a high-demand security career. Do you want to build a high-paying career in SAP security? In this Sap Iam online training, I will show you how companies secure their SAP systems, manage user roles, and prevent security risks. Stay till the end to understand why Sap Iam professionals are in huge demand globally. What is Sap Iam online training? Sap Iam online training is a specialized course designed to teach professionals how to manage identity and access management (IAM) within SAP environments. Sap Iam focuses on controlling user access, defining roles and authorizations, and protecting sensitive business data across SAP systems such as SAP ECC and SAP S/4HANA. In every organization that uses SAP, thousands of users access the system daily. These users may belong to departments like finance, HR, sales, procurement, and operations. Not every user should have access to all data. Sap Iam ensures that the right user gets the right access at the right time, nothing more and nothing less. Sap Iam online training provides in-depth knowledge of how to create and manage users, assign roles, maintain authorization objects, and implement security policies. You will learn how to use important SAP transactions such as SU01, user maintenance, and PFCG, role maintenance, which are core tools in Sap Iam. The training also covers advanced Sap Iam topics such as role-based access control, RBAC, segregation of duties, SOD, authorization objects, SAP GRC integration, SAP Fiori security, user lifecycle management, single sign-on, SSO, concepts. One of the key objectives of Sap Iam online training is to help organizations prevent security risks. Without proper Sap Iam controls, companies may face data breaches, fraud, audit issues, and compliance penalties. By implementing Sap Iam correctly, businesses can ensure secure access management and regulatory compliance. This training is suitable for SAP consultants, IT professionals, system administrators, and fresh graduates who want to build a career in SAP security. Since cybersecurity and data protection are growing priorities worldwide, Sap Iam professionals are in high demand across industries. By the end of Sap Iam online training, learners gain practical knowledge, real-time project exposure, and the confidence to work as Sap Iam consultants or SAP security analysts. Sap Iam is not just about technical configuration, it is about protecting enterprise systems and enabling secure digital transformation. Why Sap Iam is highly demanded in the market? Sap Iam, identity and access management, has become one of the most in-demand skills in the SAP ecosystem. As companies move toward digital transformation and cloud-based SAP environments, the need for strong Sap Iam security has increased significantly. Today, organizations store highly sensitive data inside SAP systems, including financial records, employee payroll, vendor details, procurement data, and strategic business information. If this data is accessed by unauthorized users, it can lead to serious financial losses, legal issues, and reputational damage. That is why companies invest heavily in Sap Iam professionals who can secure their systems effectively. One major reason for the high demand for Sap Iam is the rapid adoption of SAP S/4HANA and cloud solutions. Modern SAP landscapes are more connected than ever before, integrating with third-party applications, cloud platforms, and mobile devices. This increased connectivity creates more access points, making Sap Iam even more critical. Another important factor driving demand is regulatory compliance. Organizations must follow strict data protection regulations and audit requirements. Sap Iam helps enforce access controls, maintain segregation of duties, SOD, and generate audit reports. Without proper Sap Iam controls, companies risk compliance violations and penalties. Cybersecurity threats are also increasing globally. Hackers often target enterprise systems to steal confidential data. Sap Iam acts as a strong defense mechanism by implementing role-based access control, monitoring user activities, and preventing unauthorized access. In addition, every SAP implementation or upgrade project requires Sap Iam configuration. Whether a company is implementing SAP for the first time or migrating to S/4HANA, Sap Iam experts are needed to design secure access structures from the beginning. Because of these reasons, Sap Iam professionals enjoy excellent career growth opportunities, job stability, and competitive salary packages. Companies across industries such as manufacturing, retail, healthcare, banking, and IT services actively hire SAP Iam consultants. WHO can learn SAP Iam online training. SAP Iam online training is designed for a wide range of professionals who want to build expertise in SAP security and access management. Since SAP Iam plays a critical role in protecting enterprise systems, the course is suitable for both experienced IT professionals and beginners who are interested in entering the SAP domain. First, SAP basis consultants and SAP technical professionals can greatly benefit from SAP Iam training. They already work closely with SAP systems, and learning SAP Iam enhances their ability to manage user access, roles, and system security more effectively. Adding SAP Iam skills to their profile increases their value in implementation and support projects. Second, IT security professionals and cybersecurity analysts can expand their career opportunities by learning SAP Iam. Many organizations use SAP as their core ERP system, and they require security experts who understand SAP-specific access control mechanisms. SAP Iam training helps them specialize in enterprise-level security management. System administrators and IT support engineers can also enroll in SAP Iam online training. Since they manage user accounts and system configurations, understanding SAP Iam concepts such as user provisioning, role assignment, and authorization objects will improve their efficiency and career prospects. Fresh graduates from IT, computer science, or related fields can also start their SAP career with SAP Iam. While basic knowledge of SAP navigation is helpful, many training programs begin with foundational concepts. With proper guidance and practical training, freshers can enter the SAP security field successfully. Additionally, professionals working in audit, compliance, or risk management roles may find SAP Iam extremely useful. Concepts like segregation of duties, SOD, access risk analysis, and compliance monitoring are directly related to SAP Iam responsibilities. There are no strict prerequisites to join SAP Iam online training, but having basic understanding of SAP systems or general IT concepts is an advantage. With consistent practice and real-time project exposure, anyone with interest in SAP security can master SAP Iam. What topics are covered in SAP Iam online training? SAP Iam online training covers all the essential concepts and practical configurations required to manage security and access control in SAP systems. The course is structured to provide both theoretical understanding and hands-on experience in real-time SAP environments. The training begins with the fundamentals of SAP Iam, where learners understand the importance of identity and access management in enterprise systems. You will learn how SAP Iam fits into the overall SAP architecture and why it is critical for business security. One of the core topics in SAP Iam online training is user administration. You will learn how to create, modify, lock, and delete users using SAP Iam tools such as SU01. Understanding user parameters, profiles, and password policies is an important part of this module. Another major topic is role and authorization management. In SAP Iam, roles are created using transaction PFCG. You will learn how to design single roles, composite roles, and derived roles. The course also explains how authorization objects control access to transactions and data within SAP systems. The training further covers role-based access control, RBAC, which ensures that users receive access based on their job responsibilities. You will understand how SAP Iam prevents unauthorized access by properly structuring roles and permissions. Advanced SAP Iam topics include segregation of duties, SOD, and integration with SAP GRC. This helps organizations identify and resolve access conflicts that may lead to fraud or compliance risks. The course also introduces SAP Fiori Security, where you learn how to manage access to Fiori apps using catalogs and groups. Additionally, concepts such as user lifecycle management, identity provisioning, and single sign-on (SSO) are explained to provide a complete understanding of SAP Iam. By the end of SAP Iam online training, you will have practical knowledge of configuring and managing SAP Iam in real-time scenarios. This comprehensive coverage ensures you are ready to work as a SAP Iam consultant or SAP security professional with confidence. How does SAP Iam improve business security? SAP Iam, Identity and Access Management, plays a critical role in strengthening business security within SAP environments. Since SAP systems manage sensitive business data such as financial records, payroll information, procurement details, and confidential reports, protecting this data is essential. SAP Iam ensures that access to this information is controlled, monitored, and secured at every level. One of the main ways SAP Iam improves security is by implementing role-based access control, RBAC. Instead of giving users unrestricted access, SAP Iam assigns permissions based on job responsibilities. For example, a finance user will have access only to financial transactions, while an HR employee will have access to hour-related data. This structured access model minimizes the risk of unauthorized activities. Another important security benefit of SAP Iam is the prevention of internal fraud. Through segregation of duties, SOD, controls, SAP Iam ensures that no single user has conflicting responsibilities. For instance, one person should not be able to create a vendor and process payments to that vendor. SAP Iam identifies and prevents such risky combinations, reducing fraud and errors. SAP Iam also supports strong password policies, user authentication, and secure login mechanisms such as single sign-on, SSO. These measures protect SAP systems from unauthorized access attempts. Additionally, SAP Iam allows organizations to lock or deactivate users immediately when employees leave the company, preventing misuse of access. Monitoring and auditing are other major advantages of SAP Iam. All user activities within SAP systems can be tracked and reviewed. This transparency helps companies meet compliance requirements and prepare for internal or external audits. In today's digital world, cybersecurity threats are increasing rapidly. Companies cannot afford data breaches or compliance violations. SAP Iam acts as a strong security layer that protects enterprise systems from both internal and external threats. In summary, SAP Iam improves business security by controlling access, preventing fraud, ensuring compliance, and protecting sensitive data. It is an essential component for every organization running SAP systems and a key reason why SAP Iam professionals are highly valued in the market. How does SAP Iam help in data security? SAP Iam, Identity and Access Management, plays a vital role in protecting sensitive business data within SAP systems. Since SAP platforms manage critical information such as financial records, payroll details, customer data, vendor transactions, and confidential reports, ensuring data security is a top priority for every organization. SAP Iam provides structured and controlled access to prevent unauthorized usage and security breaches. One of the primary ways SAP Iam enhances data security is through role-based access control, RBAC. Instead of granting open access to users, SAP Iam assigns permissions based on job roles and responsibilities. For example, a finance executive can access accounting transactions, while an HR employee can access employee records. This ensures that users only see and modify the data relevant to their work, minimizing exposure to sensitive information. Another important security feature of SAP Iam is authorization objects. Authorization objects define what actions a user can perform, such as create, change, display, or delete data. These controls prevent users from performing unauthorized activities. For instance, a user may be allowed to view financial data but not edit or delete it. SAP Iam also helps in preventing fraud through segregation of duties, SOD, controls. SOD ensures that no single user has conflicting responsibilities that could lead to misuse of data. For example, one person should not have access to both create a vendor and approve vendor payments. By identifying and eliminating such risks, SAP Iam strengthens internal controls. User lifecycle management is another key component of SAP Iam data security. When a new employee joins, SAP Iam ensures proper access is assigned. When an employee changes roles, access is updated accordingly. When an employee leaves the organization, access is immediately revoked. This reduces the risk of unauthorized access from inactive accounts. Additionally, SAP Iam supports secure authentication methods such as password policies and single sign-on, SSO, protecting systems from external cyber threats. Monitoring and audit logs further enhance transparency by tracking user activities within the SAP system. In conclusion, SAP Iam helps in data security by controlling access, preventing fraud, ensuring compliance, and safeguarding sensitive business information. It acts as a powerful security layer that protects SAP environments from both internal and external risks, making SAP IAM an essential component of enterprise security strategy. What is role-based access control in SAP? Role-based access control, RBAC, in SAP is a security concept used in SAP IAM, identity and access management, to control user access based on job roles and responsibilities. Instead of assigning permissions directly to individual users, SAP IAM groups permissions into roles, and those roles are assigned to users. This structured approach ensures secure, organized, and efficient access management within SAP systems. In large organizations, hundreds or even thousands of employees use SAP daily. If access is given manually to each user without a structured model, it becomes difficult to manage and increases the risk of security breaches. RBAC simplifies this process by defining roles such as finance executive, HR manager, sales representative, or procurement officer. Each role contains specific transactions and authorization objects required to perform that job. In SAP IAM, roles are created using transaction PFCG. A role includes menus, transaction codes, reports, and authorization objects. Authorization objects further define what actions a user can perform, such as display, create, change, or delete data. Once a role is configured, it can be assigned to multiple users who share similar responsibilities. This ensures consistency and reduces administrative effort. One major advantage of RBAC in SAP IAM is improved data security. Users only receive access necessary for their tasks, which follows the principle of least privilege. This minimizes exposure to sensitive data and reduces the chances of accidental or intentional misuse. RBAC also supports compliance and audit requirements. Since access is clearly defined and structured, organizations can easily review who has access to what. This transparency helps in maintaining internal controls and meeting regulatory standards. Another important benefit of RBAC is scalability. When new employees join, administrators simply assign the appropriate role instead of configuring access from scratch. Similarly, when employees change departments, their roles can be updated quickly. In summary, role-based access control in SAP IAM is a powerful security framework that organizes user access efficiently, strengthens data protection, simplifies administration, and ensures compliance. RBAC is a core foundation of SAP IAM and a critical component of enterprise security management. What is SAP GRC integration in SAP IAM? SAP GRC integration in SAP IAM, Identity and Access Management, refers to the connection between SAP IAM security controls and SAP governance, risk, and compliance (GRC) solutions. This integration helps organizations manage access risks, enforce compliance policies, and maintain strong internal controls across SAP systems. SAP IAM focuses on managing users, roles, and authorizations. However, simply creating roles and assigning access is not enough. Organizations must also ensure that access does not create risk or violate compliance rules. This is where SAP GRC integration becomes important. When SAP IAM is integrated with SAP GRC access control, the system can automatically analyze user roles and detect potential segregation of duties, SOD, conflicts. For example, if a user has access to both creating vendors and approving vendor payments, this creates a risk of fraud. SAP GRC identifies such conflicts and alerts administrators before access is approved. SAP GRC integration also supports access risk analysis, (ARA). Before assigning a new role to a user, the system checks whether the role contains risky transactions. This proactive approach prevents security issues instead of fixing them later. Another important feature of SAP GRC integration with SAP IAM is Access Request Management, ARM. Instead of manually assigning roles, users can request access through a structured workflow. The request goes through approval stages, ensuring proper authorization and documentation. This improves transparency and accountability. Additionally, SAP GRC integration provides detailed audit reports. These reports show who has access to what, when access was granted, and whether any risks exist. This is extremely helpful during internal audits and regulatory compliance checks. In modern SAP landscapes, especially with SAP S/4HANA and cloud environments, maintaining compliance is critical. SAP IAM alone manages access, but SAP GRC integration adds an extra layer of governance and risk control. In summary, SAP GRC integration strengthens SAP IAM by identifying access risks, preventing fraud, enforcing compliance, and improving audit readiness. It ensures that SAP security is not only controlled but also continuously monitored and compliant with business and regulatory standards. What is segregation of duties, SOD, in SAP IAM? Segregation of duties, SOD, in SAP IAM, Identity and Access Management, is a critical security control designed to prevent conflicts of interest and reduce the risk of fraud or errors within SAP systems. The main objective of SOD is to ensure that no single user has complete control over all stages of a sensitive business process. In any organization, business processes such as procurement, finance, payroll, and inventory involve multiple steps. If one person has access to perform all those steps, it creates a high security risk. For example, a user who can both create a vendor and approve payments to that vendor could potentially commit fraud without detection. SAP IAM prevents such risky combinations of access through segregation of duties controls. In SAP IAM, SOD works by analyzing user roles and authorization objects. Each role contains specific transaction codes and permissions. When roles are assigned to a user, the system checks whether the combination of access creates a conflict. If a conflict is identified, it is flagged as an SOD risk. Organizations often use SAP GRC integration along with SAP IAM to perform automated SOD risk analysis before approving access. SOD controls are especially important in finance-related processes. For example, in accounts payable, one user should create invoices while another approves them. In procurement, one employee may create purchase orders, while another confirms goods receipt. By dividing responsibilities, SAP IAM ensures accountability and reduces the chances of misuse. Segregation of duties also supports regulatory compliance. Many global standards and audit frameworks require organizations to maintain proper internal controls. SAP IAM helps maintain transparency by clearly defining roles and documenting access approvals. Audit reports can easily show that no conflicting access exists within the system. In addition to preventing fraud, SOD improves operational efficiency. When responsibilities are clearly separated, errors are detected quickly, and accountability is maintained. It builds trust within the organization's control structure. How are users created in SAP IAM? In SAP IAM, Identity and Access Management, user creation is a structured process that ensures secure and controlled access to SAP systems. Creating users properly is essential because every action performed in SAP is linked to a specific user ID. SAP IAM ensures that each user receives appropriate access based on their job responsibilities. Users in SAP IAM are created using the transaction code SU01, user maintenance. This is the primary tool used by SAP security administrators to manage user accounts. The process begins by entering a unique username for the employee. Basic details such as first name, last name, email address, and department may also be maintained in the user profile. Next, the administrator defines the user type. SAP IAM supports different user types such as dialogue users, for human users, system users, for background processes, communication users, for system integration, and service users, for shared access. Selecting the correct user type is important for maintaining system security. After basic user information is entered, the administrator sets the initial password and password policy. SAP IAM enforces strong password rules such as minimum length and complexity requirements. This prevents unauthorized access through weak credentials. The most important step in SAP IAM user creation is role assignment. Roles determine what transactions, reports, and data the user can access. Roles are created separately using PFCG and then assigned to users in SU01. Once roles are assigned, the system automatically links the necessary authorization objects and profiles. SAP IAM also allows administrators to maintain user parameters, validity dates, and lock-unlock status. For example, access can be restricted to a specific period, which is useful for temporary employees or consultants. User lifecycle management is another key feature of SAP IAM. When an employee changes roles within the organization, their access is updated accordingly. When an employee leaves the company, their account is locked or deleted to prevent misuse. In summary, User creation in SAP IAM is a controlled and secure process involving SU01 configuration, user type selection, password management, and role assignment. Proper user creation ensures that access is accurate, secure, and compliant with organizational policies. How are roles created in SAP IAM? In SAP IAM, identity and access management, roles are created to control what users can access and perform within the SAP system. Roles are a central component of SAP IAM because they define transaction access, authorization levels, and system permissions based on job responsibilities. Instead of assigning individual permissions directly to users, SAP IAM uses roles to simplify and standardize access management. Roles in SAP IAM are created using the transaction code PFCG, profile generator. The process begins by entering a role name that follows the organization's naming convention. Proper naming is important for easy identification and maintenance of roles within large SAP landscapes. Once the role is created, the administrator defines the menu structure. In this step, relevant transaction codes, reports, and applications are added to the role. These transactions represent the activities a user can perform. For example, a finance role may include transactions for invoice posting and financial reporting. After defining the menu, the next step is maintaining authorization objects. Authorization objects control specific access permissions, such as display, create, change, or delete actions. SAP automatically suggests authorization values based on the added transactions, but administrators can adjust them according to business requirements. This ensures that users receive precise access rather than excessive permissions. Once authorization data is maintained, the role is generated. During generation, SAP creates a profile that links the authorization settings to the role. This profile is then assigned to users through SU01. When users receive the role, they automatically inherit all associated permissions. SAP IAM supports different types of roles, including single roles, composite roles, and derived roles. Single roles contain individual permissions, composite roles combine multiple roles, and derived roles inherit permissions from a parent role with slight modifications. This flexibility allows organizations to design scalable and structured access frameworks. Proper role design in SAP IAM is essential for maintaining security and compliance. Well-structured roles reduce the risk of segregation of duties, SOD, conflicts, and simplify audits. In summary, roles in SAP IAM are created using PFCG by defining menus, maintaining authorization objects, and generating profiles. This structured approach ensures secure, consistent, and efficient access control within SAP systems. What is authorization object in SAP IAM? An authorization object in SAP IAM, identity and access management, is a fundamental security component that controls what actions a user can perform within the SAP system. It acts as a checkpoint that verifies whether a user has the required permission to execute a specific transaction or access certain data. In SAP IAM, security is not controlled only at the transaction level. Even if a user has access to a transaction code, the system performs an authorization check in the background. This check is based on authorization objects assigned through roles. If the user does not have the correct authorization values, the system will deny access. An authorization object consists of authorization fields. These fields define the level of access granted to the user. For example, an authorization object related to financial documents may include fields such as company code, activity type, display, create, change, delete, and document type. The activity field is especially important because it determines what the user is allowed to do. A user may have permission to display data but not modify or delete it. Authorization objects are maintained within roles using the transaction PFCG. When a role is created and transactions are added, SAP automatically proposes relevant authorization objects through SU24 settings. Administrators then review and adjust these values based on business requirements. Once the role is generated and assigned to a user, the user inherits all linked authorization objects. In SAP IAM, authorization objects provide fine-grained control over access. This ensures users receive only the permissions necessary for their job responsibilities. It follows the principle of least privilege, reducing the risk of unauthorized activities. Authorization objects also play a key role in compliance and audit readiness. Since every action is checked against defined authorization rules, organizations can demonstrate controlled access management during audits. In summary, An authorization object in SAP IAM is a security mechanism that verifies user permissions at a detailed level. It ensures precise control over transactions and data access, strengthens system security, and supports compliance. Authorization objects form the technical foundation of SAP IAM security architecture. What is SAP Fiori security in SAP IAM? SAP Fiori security in SAP IAM, Identity and Access Management, refers to the process of controlling and managing user access to SAP Fiori applications in a secure and structured manner. SAP Fiori provides a modern, user-friendly interface for SAP systems, especially in SAP S/4HANA environments. Since Fiori apps allow users to perform important business activities, securing them through SAP IAM is critical. Unlike traditional SAP GUI transactions, SAP Fiori works through a web-based launchpad where users access apps using tiles. SAP IAM ensures that users can only see and access the apps relevant to their job roles. This is achieved through a combination of front-end and back-end security configurations. In SAP IAM, Fiori security is managed primarily using roles, catalogs, and groups, or spaces and pages in newer versions. A catalog contains a collection of Fiori apps, while groups organize how those apps appear on the user's launchpad. Administrators create Fiori roles that include specific catalogs and assign them to users. When a user logs in, only the assigned apps are visible. However, front-end visibility alone is not enough. SAP IAM also ensures back-end authorization control. Each Fiori app is linked to underlying OData services and authorization objects. If the back-end authorization is missing, the user cannot execute the app even if the tile is visible. This dual-layer security strengthens overall system protection. SAP Fiori security in SAP IAM also supports role-based access control, RBAC. Users receive access based on their business responsibilities. For example, a procurement manager may see purchase order approval apps, while a sales executive sees order processing apps. This structured approach prevents unauthorized data access. Proper Fiori security configuration is essential during SAP S/4HANA implementations and migrations. Without correct SAP IAM setup, users may face access errors or security risks. In summary, SAP Fiori security in SAP IAM ensures secure, role-based access to Fiori applications by managing catalogs, roles, and backend authorizations. It protects business data while delivering a modern and efficient user experience. SAP IAM plays a vital role in securing both traditional SAP GUI and Fiori environments. What is identity provisioning in SAP IAM? Identity provisioning in SAP IAM, Identity and Access Management, refers to the automated process of creating, managing, updating, and removing user access across SAP systems. It ensures that the right users receive the right access at the right time, based on their job roles and responsibilities. In traditional environments, user access was often managed manually. Administrators would create accounts, assign roles, and remove access when employees changed positions or left the company. This manual process was time-consuming and prone to errors. Identity provisioning in SAP IAM automates this entire lifecycle, improving security, efficiency, and compliance. The identity provisioning process begins when a new employee joins an organization. Based on HR data or business role mapping, SAP IAM automatically creates a user account and assigns appropriate roles. This ensures the employee has immediate access to the systems required for their job. When an employee changes departments or receives a promotion, identity provisioning updates their access accordingly. Old roles are removed, and new roles are assigned based on their updated responsibilities. This prevents unnecessary access accumulation, which can create security risks. One of the most critical aspects of identity provisioning in SAP IAM is deprovisioning. When an employee leaves the organization, their access must be revoked immediately. Automated deactivation prevents unauthorized use of inactive accounts and protects sensitive business data. In modern SAP landscapes, identity provisioning often integrates with SAP Cloud Identity Services and other enterprise identity management systems. This allows centralized access control across multiple SAP and non-SAP systems, including cloud applications. It also supports single sign-on, SSO, and federation, enhancing user experience while maintaining strong security controls. Identity provisioning also supports compliance requirements. Automated workflows ensure that access requests go through approval processes, and audit logs track all changes. This transparency helps organizations meet regulatory standards and internal audit policies. In summary, identity provisioning in SAP IAM automates the user lifecycle process, from onboarding to role changes to offboarding. It improves operational efficiency, reduces human errors, strengthens data security, and ensures compliance. Identity provisioning is a key component of modern SAP IAM strategies and a critical function in secure enterprise environments. What is SAP Cloud Identity Services in SAP IAM? SAP Cloud Identity Services is a cloud-based identity and access management solution that plays an important role in SAP IAM, identity and access management. It helps organizations manage user authentication, authorization, and identity provisioning across SAP Cloud and hybrid environments. As companies adopt cloud solutions such as SAP S/4HANA Cloud and SAP Business Technology Platform, BTP, managing user identities becomes more complex. Employees need secure access to multiple cloud applications, often from different devices and locations. SAP Cloud Identity Services provides a centralized and secure way to manage this access. SAP Cloud Identity Services mainly consists of two core components: Identity Authentication Service, IAS, and Identity Provisioning Service, IPS. The Identity Authentication Service, IAS, handles user login and authentication. It supports secure login methods such as password-based authentication, multi-factor authentication, MFA, and single sign-on, SSO. With SSO, users log in once and gain access to multiple SAP applications without repeated authentication. IAS also supports integration with corporate identity providers such as Microsoft Active Directory. The Identity Provisioning Service, IPS, automates user lifecycle management across cloud and on-premise systems. It creates, updates, and deactivates user accounts based on predefined rules. This ensures that access is always aligned with business roles and organizational policies. In SAP IAM strategy, SAP Cloud Identity Services enhances security by centralizing identity control. Instead of managing users separately in each system, administrators can manage identities from a single platform. This reduces administrative effort and improves consistency. Another major advantage of SAP Cloud Identity Services is improved compliance and audit readiness. All authentication and provisioning activities are logged and monitored. This transparency helps organizations meet regulatory requirements and maintain strong internal controls. SAP Cloud Identity Services also supports federation and trust configuration between different systems, allowing secure communication across cloud landscapes. In summary, SAP Cloud Identity Services is a powerful cloud-based solution within SAP IAM that manages authentication, single sign-on, and automated identity provisioning. It strengthens security, simplifies user management, and supports digital transformation in modern SAP environments. What is single sign-on, SSO, single sign-on, SSO, in SAP IAM? Identity and access management is an authentication mechanism that allows users to log in once and gain access to multiple SAP systems and applications without repeatedly entering their credentials. SSO improves both security and user convenience in modern enterprise environments. In traditional login processes, users must enter a username and password separately for each system they access. In large organizations running multiple SAP applications, such as SAP S/4HANA, SAP Fiori, SAP SuccessFactors, and SAP Business Technology Platform, this can be time-consuming and frustrating. Single sign-on eliminates this issue by allowing a single authentication to grant access across integrated systems. In SAP IAM, SSO works by establishing trust between systems. When a user logs in through a trusted identity provider, the authentication is validated once. After successful login, a secure authentication token is generated. This token is then used to access other connected SAP systems without asking for credentials again. SSO can be implemented using various authentication methods, including SAP Logon Tickets, SAML, Security Assertion Markup Language, OAuth, or integration with corporate identity providers like Microsoft Active Directory. In cloud environments, SAP Cloud Identity Services, Identity Authentication Service, is commonly used to enable SSO. From a security perspective, SSO enhances protection by reducing password fatigue. When users are required to remember multiple passwords, they may choose weak or repeated passwords, increasing security risks. With SSO, users manage fewer credentials, and organizations can enforce strong authentication policies such as multi-factor authentication, MFA. SSO also improves productivity. Employees can seamlessly switch between SAP applications without repeated logins, saving time and improving workflow efficiency. This is especially beneficial in SAP Fiori environments, where users frequently navigate between apps. In addition, SSO supports centralized monitoring and audit logging. All authentication events are recorded, helping organizations maintain compliance and track user access. In summary, Single Sign-On in SAP IAM is a secure and efficient authentication solution that simplifies user access, enhances security controls, and improves overall user experience across SAP landscapes. Is real-time project included in SAP IAM online training? Yes, a real-time project is an essential part of SAP IAM online training. Practical exposure is very important in SAP IAM because companies expect professionals to understand real business scenarios, not just theoretical concepts. That is why this SAP IAM online training program includes hands-on project experience that simulates real corporate environments. In the real-time SAP IAM project, you will work on complete user lifecycle management. This includes creating users, assigning roles, managing authorizations, and handling access changes based on business requirements. You will learn how to design roles using PFCG, maintain authorization objects, and test access using real transaction codes. The project also covers role-based access control, RBAC, concepts and segregation of duties, SOD, analysis. The SAP IAM real-time project is structured like an actual company implementation. You will understand how business requirements are collected from departments such as finance, HR, procurement, and sales. Based on these requirements, you will design roles and provide secure access without violating compliance policies. You will also learn how to troubleshoot authorization issues and resolve access-related tickets, which is a key responsibility of SAP IAM consultants. Additionally, the project introduces SAP Fiori security concepts, backend authorization checks, and basic SAP GRC integration ideas. This gives you exposure to both traditional SAP GUI security and modern SAP Fiori environments. One of the biggest advantages of including a real-time project in SAP IAM online training is interview readiness. During job interviews, employers often ask scenario-based questions. With real project experience, you can confidently explain how you handled user access requests, created composite roles, or resolved SOD conflicts. The project also improves documentation skills. You will learn how to prepare role design documents, user access request forms, and testing evidence, just like in real SAP IAM implementation projects. In summary, yes, SAP IAM online training includes a real-time project to provide practical knowledge, hands-on experience, and industry-ready skills. This ensures you are fully prepared to work as an SAP IAM security consultant in real corporate environments. Will I get certification support in SAP IAM? Yes, you will receive complete certification support in SAP IAM online training. Certification plays an important role in building credibility and improving career opportunities in the SAP IAM domain. Many companies prefer certified professionals because it validates your knowledge of SAP security concepts, role management, authorization control, and compliance standards. In this SAP IAM online training program, certification preparation is integrated into the course structure. The training covers all core topics required for SAP IAM and SAP security certification, including user administration, role creation using PFCG, authorization objects, segregation of duties, SOD, SAP Fiori security, and basic SAP GRC integration concepts. Each topic is explained with practical examples to ensure you clearly understand both theory and real-time application. Along with regular classes, you will receive guidance on how certification exams are structured. We explain the exam pattern, types of questions, important focus areas, and time management strategies. This helps you approach the certification exam with confidence. Mock tests and practice questions are also provided as part of SAP IAM online training. These practice sessions simulate real exam conditions and help you identify areas where you need improvement. Reviewing these mock tests improves your accuracy and speed, which are critical during certification exams. Another key advantage of certification support in SAP IAM online training is interview preparation. Certification not only helps you pass exams but also prepares you to answer technical questions confidently during job interviews. Trainers provide scenario-based questions that reflect real corporate SAP IAM environments. We also guide you on how to register for SAP certification exams and suggest the most relevant certification path based on your career goals. Whether you are targeting SAP Security Consultant, SAP IAM Analyst, or SAP GRC roles. Is placement assistance provided for SAP IAM? Yes, placement assistance is provided as part of SAP IAM online training. The goal of this SAP IAM course is not only to teach technical concepts but also to help students successfully start or advance their careers in SAP Security and Identity Access Management. SAP IAM professionals are in high demand globally because organizations must secure their SAP systems, manage user access, and comply with audit requirements. However, having technical knowledge alone is not enough. Proper career guidance and interview preparation are equally important. That is why structured placement assistance is included in SAP IAM online training. The placement support begins with resume preparation. You will receive guidance on how to create a professional SAP IAM consultant resume that highlights skills such as user administration, role creation using PFCG, authorization object management, segregation of duties, SOD, SAP Fiori security, and basic SAP GRC knowledge. The resume will be designed to meet current industry standards. Next, mock interviews are conducted to prepare you for real job interviews. These mock sessions include technical questions, real-time project scenarios, and HR interview guidance. You will learn how to confidently explain SAP IAM concepts, describe your real-time project experience, and answer scenario-based questions. Placement assistance also includes job portal guidance and LinkedIn profile optimization. You will receive support on how to search and apply for SAP IAM security consultant roles, how to connect with recruiters, and how to present your SAP IAM skills professionally online. For freshers, special guidance is provided on how to enter the SAP IAM domain, while experienced professionals receive support in switching from other modules to SAP IAM security roles. Additionally, you will receive real-time interview questions frequently asked in SAP IAM interviews. This increases your confidence and improves your chances of selection. In summary, yes, placement assistance is included in SAP IAM online training. From resume building to mock interviews and job search guidance, the program supports you in securing a role as an SAP IAM professional and building a successful career in SAP security. Do you provide recorded sessions of SAP IAM online training? Yes, recorded sessions are provided as part of SAP IAM online training. We understand that many students and working professionals may not always be able to attend every live session due to work commitments, personal schedules, or time zone differences. To ensure uninterrupted learning, all SAP IAM online training classes are recorded and shared with enrolled participants. These recorded sessions allow you to revisit important SAP IAM topics such as user creation, SU01, role creation using PFCG, authorization objects, segregation of duties, SOD, SAP Fiori security configuration, SAP GRC integration concepts, and identity provisioning processes. If any concept is not clear during the live class, you can rewatch the session and strengthen your understanding. Recorded sessions are especially helpful during revision and certification preparation. When preparing for SAP IAM certification or interviews, you can review specific modules and practical demonstrations. This helps reinforce both theoretical knowledge and hands-on practice. Another major benefit of recorded SAP IAM online training sessions is flexibility. Working professionals can learn at their own pace. If you miss a class, you do not have to worry about losing continuity. You can catch up by watching the recording and continue with the next live session confidently. The recordings also include practical demonstrations on live servers, if applicable, showing step-by-step configuration processes. This ensures that you do not miss any important configuration steps related to SAP IAM security settings. Additionally, having access to recorded sessions improves long-term knowledge retention. SAP IAM concepts can be complex, especially for beginners. Being able to review the content multiple times builds strong confidence and clarity. In summary, yes, recorded sessions are provided in SAP IAM online training. They offer flexibility, revision support, better understanding of practical topics, and strong preparation for certification and interviews. This ensures a smooth and effective learning experience for all students. Is Weekend Batch available for SAP IAM online training? Yes, Weekend Batch is available for SAP IAM online training, specially designed for working professionals and students who are unable to attend weekday sessions. We understand that many learners are currently employed in full-time jobs or managing academic schedules, so flexible learning options are essential. The Weekend SAP IAM online training batch ensures that you can upgrade your skills without disturbing your professional or personal commitments. The weekend sessions are usually conducted on Saturdays and Sundays with extended class durations to cover all SAP IAM topics in a structured and comprehensive manner. Even though the classes are conducted on weekends, the syllabus coverage remains the same as weekday batches. There is no compromise in content, practical exposure, or real-time project training. In the Weekend SAP IAM online training batch, you will learn complete SAP IAM concepts including user creation, SU01, role creation using PFCG, authorization objects, segregation of duties, SOD, SAP Fiori security, SAP GRC integration basics, identity provisioning, and single sign-on, SSO. Practical demonstrations and live server access, if included, are provided just like in regular batches. Weekend batches are highly interactive. Students can ask questions, clarify doubts, and participate in discussions during the live session. Trainers also provide real-time examples and scenario-based explanations to ensure complete understanding of SAP IAM processes. Another major advantage of Weekend SAP IAM online training is flexibility for revision. Recorded sessions are typically shared so that you can review important topics at your convenience. This helps working professionals manage both learning and job responsibilities effectively. Weekend batches are ideal for IT professionals looking to switch to SAP IAM, freshers aiming to enter the SAP security domain, or consultants who want to upgrade their existing skills. In summary, yes, Weekend Batch is available for SAP IAM online training. It offers flexibility, full syllabus coverage, practical exposure, and career-focused guidance, helping you build a strong future in SAP IAM without affecting your current commitments. What tools will I practice in SAP IAM online training? In SAP IAM online training, you will gain hands-on experience with the most important tools and transactions used by SAP security and identity access management professionals in real corporate environments. Practical exposure to these tools is essential to become job-ready in SAP IAM. First, you will work extensively with SAP GUI, the primary interface used to manage back-end SAP systems. Through SAP GUI, you will practice user administration and security configurations. You will learn SU01 for user creation and maintenance. This tool allows you to create users, assign roles, lock, unlock accounts, and manage passwords. Understanding SU01 is fundamental in SAP IAM. Next, you will practice PFCG, Profile Generator, for role creation and role maintenance. In SAP IAM, role design is one of the most critical responsibilities. You will learn how to create single roles, composite roles, maintain authorization objects, generate profiles, and assign roles to users. You will also work with SU24, which helps maintain authorization proposals for transactions. This is important for controlling which authorization objects are automatically added when building roles. Another key tool covered in SAP IAM online training is SU53 for authorization error analysis. This transaction helps troubleshoot access issues when users face authorization errors. You will also gain exposure to SAP Fiori Launchpad security configuration. This includes managing catalogs, groups, or spaces and pages, and understanding how backend authorizations connect with Fiori apps. Additionally, the training introduces basic concepts of SAP GRC access control, including segregation of duties, SOD, analysis, and risk identification. This helps you understand compliance and audit-related security processes. In cloud-based environments, you may also learn concepts related to identity provisioning and single sign-on, SSO, configuration basics. In summary, SAP IAM online training provides practical exposure to essential SAP security tools such as SAP GUI, SU01, PFCG, SU24, SU53, SAP Fiori security, and SAP GRC concepts. This hands-on practice ensures you are fully prepared for real-time SAP IAM projects and job opportunities. Can freshers join this SAP IAM online training? Yes, freshers can absolutely join SAP IAM online training. This course is designed in a structured and beginner-friendly manner so that even candidates without prior SAP experience can understand and build a strong foundation in SAP Identity and Access Management, IAM. SAP IAM is a specialized area within SAP Security that focuses on managing user access, roles, and authorizations in SAP systems. While it is a technical domain, it does not require advanced programming knowledge. Basic computer knowledge and a general understanding of IT concepts are sufficient to start learning SAP IAM. In SAP IAM online training, the course begins with fundamental SAP concepts. Freshers are introduced to the SAP system landscape, SAP GUI navigation, and basic terminology used in SAP environments. After building this foundation, the training gradually moves to core SAP IAM topics such as user creation, SU01, role creation using PFCG, authorization objects, and access management processes. The course also explains role-based access control, RBAC, segregation of duties, SOD, SAP Fiori security basics, and an introduction to SAP GRC concepts. These topics are explained step by step with practical examples to ensure freshers clearly understand both theory and real-time application. One of the biggest advantages for freshers is hands-on practice. With practical exercises and real-time project exposure, students gain confidence in handling SAP IAM tasks similar to those performed in corporate environments. This practical knowledge makes it easier to attend interviews and answer scenario-based questions. Additionally, SAP IAM online training includes resume preparation and interview guidance, which is especially helpful for freshers entering the job market. Trainers guide students on how to present their skills and explain project experience during interviews. SAP IAM professionals are in high demand globally due to increasing focus on data security and compliance. Starting a career in SAP IAM offers strong growth opportunities and competitive salaries. What are the career opportunities after SAP IAM online training? Completing SAP IAM online training opens the door to strong and stable career opportunities in the SAP security domain. Since every organization using SAP requires secure access management, SAP IAM professionals are consistently in demand across industries. One of the most common roles after SAP IAM training is SAP IAM consultant. In this role, professionals design and manage user roles, authorization concepts, and access control structures within SAP systems. They work closely with functional and technical teams to ensure that security policies are properly implemented. Another important role is SAP security consultant. This position focuses on configuring and maintaining SAP IAM controls, monitoring user activities, and supporting audit requirements. SAP security consultants are essential during SAP implementations, upgrades, and migrations to SAP S/4HANA. You can also pursue a career as an IAM analyst or access control specialist. In these roles, professionals analyze access risks, manage segregation of duties, SOD, conflicts, and ensure compliance with internal policies and external regulations. Many multinational companies actively hire IAM analysts to strengthen their governance frameworks. For those interested in risk and compliance, SAP IAM knowledge can lead to roles in SAP GRC, governance, risk, and compliance. Since SAP IAM integrates closely with GRC access control, professionals with combined knowledge have even better career prospects. With experience, SAP IAM professionals can move into senior roles such as SAP Security Architect or SAP IAM Lead, where they design enterprise-wide security strategies and manage large SAP landscapes. The demand for SAP IAM professionals is global. Industries such as manufacturing, banking, healthcare, retail, and IT services require SAP IAM experts to protect their systems and data. In terms of salary and job stability, SAP IAM offers competitive compensation due to its critical importance in cybersecurity and compliance. As digital transformation continues to grow, SAP IAM remains a future-proof career option. Why choose Proexcellency for SAP IAM online training? Choosing the right training institute is very important when building a career in SAP security. Proexcellency stands out as a trusted provider for SAP IAM online training because of its practical approach, industry-focused curriculum, and strong career support system. One of the main reasons to choose Proexcellency for SAP IAM online training is the focus on real-time practical learning. The course is designed not only to explain theoretical concepts but also to provide hands-on experience in user creation, role design using PFCG, authorization object management, segregation of duties, SOD, analysis, SAP Fiori security, and basic SAP GRC integration. This ensures that students gain the confidence required to work in real corporate SAP IAM environments. Another key advantage of Proexcellency SAP IAM online training is live server practice. Hands-on exposure helps students understand how SAP IAM works in real business scenarios. Practical training includes troubleshooting authorization issues, managing access requests, and understanding compliance requirements. Proexcellency also provides real-time project exposure as part of SAP IAM online training. This project-based learning approach helps students understand implementation processes, documentation standards, and ticket handling procedures commonly used in SAP IAM support and implementation projects. Certification support is another strong feature. Proexcellency guides students on SAP IAM certification preparation, provides mock tests, and explains exam patterns. This helps learners confidently prepare for certification exams and interviews. Placement assistance is also included. From resume preparation to mock interviews and job portal guidance, Proexcellency supports students in securing SAP IAM roles. Interview-focused training with scenario-based questions increases job readiness. Flexible learning options such as weekday and weekend batches, along with recorded sessions, make SAP IAM online training accessible to working professionals and freshers alike. In summary, choosing Proexcellency for SAP IAM online training means gaining practical knowledge, expert mentorship, certification guidance, and placement support. It provides a complete career-oriented learning experience that helps you build a successful future in SAP IAM and SAP security. How to enroll in SAP IAM online training. Enrolling in SAP IAM online training is a simple and structured process designed to make your learning journey smooth and hassle-free. Whether you are a fresher, working professional, or someone planning to switch careers into SAP security, the enrollment process is straightforward and supportive. The first step to enroll in SAP IAM online training is to contact the training support team. You can reach out through phone, email, WhatsApp, or by filling out an online inquiry form on the official website. After submitting your inquiry, a course counselor will connect with you to understand your background, career goals, and availability. During the counseling session, you will receive detailed information about the SAP IAM online training curriculum. The counselor will explain the course modules, including user administration, SU01, role creation using PFCG, authorization objects, segregation of duties, SOD, SAP Fiori security, SAP GRC basics, identity provisioning, and single sign-on concepts. You will also get clarity about batch timings, course duration, fees, live server access, recorded sessions, certification support, and placement assistance. Once you are satisfied with the course details, you can choose your preferred batch, weekday or weekend, based on your schedule. After selecting the batch, you will complete the registration process by submitting your basic details and paying the course fee through secure online payment methods. After successful enrollment in SAP IAM online training, you will receive a confirmation email with batch details, training schedule, access instructions, and study materials. If live server practice is included, login credentials will be shared before or during the initial sessions. Before the classes begin, you may also receive guidance on system requirements and basic preparation tips to ensure you are ready for SAP IAM learning. Enroll now. Start your SAP IAM journey today. Are you ready to build a high-paying career in SAP IAM? Now is the perfect time to upgrade your skills with SAP IAM online training at Proexcellency. Don't just watch the opportunity, take action today. Our course advisors are ready to guide you with complete details about SAP IAM online training, batch schedules, demo sessions, and enrollment process. If this video helped you understand SAP IAM, like this video. Comment your questions about SAP IAM. Share with friends who want to build a career in SAP security. Subscribe to our channel for complete SAP IAM online training series. Don't miss the opportunity to become a certified SAP IAM professional. Contact Proexcellency today and secure your future in SAP IAM.